Well, the last several months that Miss Shevaughn and I have been on the road playing music, we've had some people ask, suppose, theorize, how do we justify calling ourselves a band when there's just two of us? Well, with only two of us to make all the noise, we got to bring along a lot of noisemakers. So here's how we do it. First, acoustic guitars. We have two 6-strings, both with Fishman acoustic matrix pickups. We did have a 12-string Martin DM12 acoustic we were bringing along with us for a while, but we found it's a little bit more practical to have these two, especially when it comes to recording and playing acoustic-only things. So this MXR Blue Box EQ serves for Miss Shevaughn's acoustic preamp into this direct box here. Old Boss tuner. Make sure you're in tune. I understand that's important. This cable right here, hush cable, disconnects the power when this is pulled. Keeps the PA from making loud, nasty popping noises. Sound guys love that. Also works with this banjo here. Good time. Not exactly the best on the market, but for us it works well. The K&K pickup in there also does a pretty good job of making sure the thing sounds right when you plug it in. To that. Now this is a David Eden bass preamp, which also doubles as my acoustic guitar preamp. Chord pitch black tuner. You can see the readout on this thing even if you're blind. Now, Miss Shevaughn's electric guitar is a real piece of work. This company Eastwood makes reissues of old department store guitars. This is a Tesco Del Rey with mini humbuckers. These are the loudest pickups you'll ever hear. Loudest passive pickups anyway. And this thing covers a whole wide range of Fender tones, pretty much anything from thin and jangly like a Mustang or a Jaguar all the way up to a really beefy Strat lead tone, which is why I get Miss Shevaughn to do the leads. Miss Shevaughn's pedals. Dunlop 535, older model, sounds great. Noble's ODR1, best cheap overdrive you can buy. Earthquaker Devices Hoof Fuzz. This is a green Russian Big Muff in a smaller box. Ibanez Chorus reissue. Memory Toy. Holy Grail Nano, because the reverb in the Vox amps we use sucks. Vox Pathfinder 15R. The R stands for reverb, which we don't use. This is a $100 practice amp, solid state combo. For what we do, they sound amazing. And if they break, who cares? They're cheap, you buy another one. This organ was a bargain. This is a older Alesis synth. It has a couple of decent drawbar organ patches in it. The B3 and the Surf organ presets work out pretty well when you run them through this. Line 6 roto machine. It's a decent Leslie modeler, not the greatest, but it works. RV5 digital reverb on the spring setting. MXR EQ to roll off the high end because the digital sounds in this organ are piercing. That goes to the direct box, to the PA. And this little handy dandy green cable here goes to this little crate practice amp, which serves as an amp monitor for the keyboard, so we can actually hear what's going on stage. Percussion bits. Cowbell, tambourine, egg shaker, and these finger cymbals here, which are round, not triangular. as some might be confused. And this is a National Guitar Company lap steel. Got this off of eBay. It needed some work. The work is done. It sounds amazing. In addition to us both playing the lap steel, we both also play the glockenspiel. Xylophones have wooden keys, glockenspiels have metal keys. I don't know if it gets much more complicated than that. Now my main guitar here is only a shell of its former self. I say shell because this was originally a $200 Epiphone Dot Studio. New tuning pegs. Dot inlays on the neck. This was a dot with no dots. Now it has dots. Seymour Duncan Jazz pickup. This is some sort of a DiMarzio Super Distortion, I believe. New saddles. New pots, new jacks, new everything. This is one heck of a guitar. This is my crappy mandolin. There's a junky little single coil pickup in it. Run it through amplifiers. It sounds decent, it gets the job done. Fender makes amazing electric guitars. I don't know about mandolins. But as I said before, this one gets the job done, and it was free. So, first step in my electric pedal board here is the Electro-Harmonix Micropog, which I use to split the signal. Unaffected goes to my guitar pedals. Affected, which is usually being run with just the bass octave, the sub-octave, goes to the bass preamp, which I use to make fake bass guitar sounds because, as some people have stated before, we're a duo, not a band. We obviously don't have a rhythm section. Alright, so moving on here. BB preamp, pretty reliable dirt box. Earthquaker Devices Tone Reaper fuzz. It sounds like Jimmy Page on the first Led Zeppelin album. This is the best Leslie modeler I've ever played through. This sounds like the real deal. Strymon makes great pedals. This is a loud bass boost. Goes to another Korg tuner. This pedal, an old DoD analog delay, I'm pretty sure that this thing is broken, but it sounds great, so I can't replace it. It creates a sort of dirty, crappy, like poor tape quality analog echo, which then feeds into this thing, which is a whole lot more practical than an actual tape delay. This is a lot of fun. Hold this thing down, it makes it makes the sound go woo. Oh. Alright, so moving on. The final piece of gear, which pretty much guarantees that it takes us forever to set up, forever to break down, and we're always tired and always sweaty. This custom built kick drum from the good people at Emperor Cabs in Chicago, Illinois. Good bunch of guys. They make drums, they make guitar cabinets, and this particular drum is full size. It's a 22-inch diameter shell, but it's narrower, space saving. Tambourine, and here's my guitar slide, which I will not be commenting on whose pro model this is designed after. A little bit of noisemakers here. Make this all sound like this. Doesn't exactly take the place of a drummer, but you know, it also doesn't have to get a job delivering pizzas on the side in order to pay rent. So that's how we do it. Whole lot of gear, just the two of us. Are we a duo? Are we a band? Well, only the critics know for sure, but that's how we make all of our noise. Thanks for watching.